Hello everyone, welcome on in to a Saturday stream, only one this weekend, remember, get there out of the way early, but big one here with the Newcastle Jets. Hope you're doing well. We've got a top of the table clash with Sydney that's going to go a long way to deciding this year's Ninja A-League regular season title, so I hope you're doing well. Some other games as well, but the Sydney one's the absolute biggest one that we're playing in today's stream, but I hope you're all doing well out there. A good couple of days, one day actually has been since I streamed, isn't it? Not that long. Feels like it's been a while. But yeah, let's just turn the music down from the intro and we'll be sweet to go. But welcome on everyone, hope you're doing well. And yeah, things are going well. If you're on YouTube and you're watching, consider leaving a nice big thumbs up on the stream for me, helps push it out nicely. And on Twitch, just get involved in chat, both actually, get involved in chat. And leave a follow if you're around here and enjoy our Journeyman save, which we'll now go and have a look at. Seeing as we've done the intro bit, but here's what's going on today. So we were very up and down last stream. We picked up from, I thought, getting back on track against the Raw by not doing well in our first 3 games and then sorting it out against Adelaide, Perth and Wellington, but it was a bit scratchy and we probably didn't even play Western Sydney today, and that was a poor result. Thankfully, quite a few home games against tough teams in that run home, but we'll see how we go. I imagine we'll get through the Melbourne Victory game, but that Sydney one clearly the biggest. Western Sydney and the Victory aren't bad teams either though, and then we're going to have to make our way up to that Champions League quarterfinal. Whether we get that in today with that sort of month-long gap, I am not too sure. It might be a youth intake around some stage of today's stream as well. If you're here for last year's, you know just how good that intake was, despite Kylie being a little bit up and down so far this season, but not as good as she was last season. 3 more games, 1 less clean sheet. But yeah, it was a good youth intake. We're supposed to be getting some quite nice strikers according to it. If we can go and check it out somehow. Youth set up maybe. Yeah, that was the youth intake preview, so I think it's going to come through at some stage in today's stream. Striker, centre back, cam and fullback / wing backs are the areas that we're supposed to be getting okay players, but striker should at least be one very nice one that we maybe get through that according to the preview. But on field, we've got Brisbane up first. Now, our assistant has suggested we go attacking for this, so I suppose we listen to them. Now, one thing that's happened since the end of the last stream, Olivia Saketa, who's actually been a decent goal scorer for us this season, twisted ankle in training, out for 8 days to 2 weeks, so probably going to miss both this game and Sydney. That's a blow, and because Bosbell doesn't quite know how to defend further back yet, had to do a bit of a shuffle up here. So O'Donoghue will go forward into the cam, in Swasti, advanced playmaker, central midfielder, our DPR of Columbia, and Crutwell will get a start. I think she's earned that this season. She's done pretty well when we've called upon her, scored a couple of handy goals. Only says one, I think some of those maybe more in the Champions League for us, but she's been quite handy. So she'll get the run there in DM in those couple of games while we are missing Saketa, and also Vasic is apparently able to start. So we're going to give her a full game here and try and get her entirely fit for that Sydney clash. But yeah, let's get a prediction going for this first one. Do want to be winning this. We've got the 3-point gap with the game in hand, so as long as we win this 3-point gap over Sydney, we are at home as well. So we'll just get a really quick prediction going if you want to try and earn some channel points over on Twitch. Just a 1-minute one while we get into the pre-match and the team talk and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, this should be a team that we're beating, even though they're 6th and not having a bad season. Their recent form actually isn't horrific. So yeah, could be an interesting one, this one, but at home, hopefully pick up the W. And it does mean even if we lose to Sydney, our goal differential's so good that they wouldn't go above us anyway. But if we can beat them, that makes it really tough for them to get past us, which might not be the worst thing with that Western Sydney rematch as well coming up potentially later on today, because they bullied us in that game actually. It's a really poor performance, that one. Went 4-1 down, somehow found a way to get back to 4-3. But yeah, that wasn't great. Hopefully now, going to be all good. You keep our good run going, girls, and trust you to make the difference, all that sort of jazz. And then we go at the number 2 sports ground here in Newcastle, so a little bit of a different midfield. Otherwise, though, good team we can put out. And there are Brisbane 4-3-3. Which, to be fair, I think it's a formation that we're usually pretty good against. It's just some of the teams that we drop points to this season, outside the good ones, when we're playing the funny 5 at the backs. So, is what it is. Brisbane in the maroon, so very Queensland. We're back in our not quite sleeveless look here, the gold with the blue sleeves and shorts and socks. And we're on the ball from the kickoff. So hopefully going to get a decent chunk through the season today. Another reminder, no stream tomorrow. I'm taking a day off to go to the horse races. The first day was yesterday. It went well enough I can afford to go back. So that's nice. That's who was that? O'Donoghue. I mean, okay, thankfully it hasn't cost us, but not great from O'Donoghue there to give them a very early chance in this game. Outside of that, apparently on the front foot, looking at those stats, not that you know it by what we're seeing so far, but Lanteri Bartley can luckily get that ball back for us, and Ali Buchanan up to Swaby. And Sawasti, who can drift a bit further forward today. And there's, whilst the kid is out, floats it. Vasic, she's back in. She gets a goal. Teodora Vasic. One of our new signings going to our second season here at the Jets. Gives us the lead. Very handy to have a bit of a proven goal scorer up top again. Instead of Luke Meyer. Also, I really probably could have put Talon at left wing. I think I forgot to do that. Because she's coming back from injury. So De Oliveira still at left wing. Which I actually didn't really check that. But hopefully for Sydney, Talon will be back out there at left wing. To be fair, De Oliveira was our top goal scorer last year. So it's not a bad replacement. But there was definitely a bit of a difference when we went to play Luke Meyer up top. With those 2 injuries that we did cop. But De Oliveira is now on the ball. Not a great option looking for O'Donoghue, but thankfully Brisbane just hoof it clear so we get the ball back. Cassie, O'Donoghue, Cristobal, plays it for De Oliveira. Cuts inside, might take on the shot, but lucky. Because the keeper got a good touch on that one, Ingman, but still finds its way into the top right corner. So we take a 2-0 lead, and this is looking like the start we wanted today. De Oliveira, just so handy. It's just caught the shoulder, actually. Looked like it came off the knee initially, but yeah, just glances off the shoulder into the top right corner, and we take a 2-0 lead. So all going well to have that 3-point gap going to that top of the table clash against Sydney. And even if they beat us, our goal differential should still be very, very superior. And if we beat them, they're going to have to, well, we're going to have to falter big time, and they're going to have to hold their form a bit better than they did during last stream. Both of us did get a bit rusty during that stream at times. I thought, might have completely stuffed up the entire season with some of our results, but thankfully Sydney also went on a bad run. So not much really changed during that stream, just a couple of rough patches for both teams that are vying it out for the title. Now in Sawasti, it was a lovely ball to pick her out there. De Oliveira looking for an assist to go alongside the goal, but in Sawasti straight at Ingman, who this time does use the hands. Brisbane getting a couple of shots off, but nothing super threatening. A yellow card in there. Must have been for one of their players, I think. Oh no, to Lanteri. So we will make a sub. Kennelly for her. Buchanan is going a little bit fairly, but we can't really do too much else. Anything where you used Kennelly off the bench. O'Donoghue not great. We could try De Oliveira in the cam. And Talon at left wing for the second half. And get that fitness peaking for the Sydney clash. So a couple of changes. Going well. Could do better. Probably a bit harsh, but we'll keep them on their mark. And get into the second half here as we host Brisbane. Oh, that's a horrific restart. It's even worse than the ones when they kick it out on the full. Swaby, tell you what, Ingman has saved them from a horrific goal conceded there. Imagine if you conceded that right out the sheds. How filthy would you be? I mean, I'd be finding the X button potentially if that happened. Depending on the score line. That would make you cross. As we pick out Kakesi from a throw-in at the 55-minute mark. Talon Henniker. Cristobal back up to Talon, who somehow actually does pick out De Oliveira, who hits the post. Swaby will get there first. Insuesti, nice one-touch football there. Talon hits the post, so twice there. So that could have been 3-0, but unlucky. I suppose we probably deserve to be unlucky after that gift they gave us from the restart. Not that we scored from it, but still. We're still going to see what's happening here, though. Cristobal up to Talon. That same left-hand side doing a decent job here in this little run of play that we're seeing. Talon up to De Oliveira. Geez, that was a rocket to her. Insuesti, Vasic, Swaby. Block shot. We'll have a corner. That we won't see. So, still 2-0. Coming up to the hour mark now. Buchanan isn't going well out there. So, we might do something funky here. Perkison for her. And we'll try her at centre back here. And just see how she goes. It's probably an argument to be made. McKee should be on the bench in situations like that, but yeah. Usually it's the wing backs that need replacing, not the centre backs. So we kind of got done there by that yellow card early, or just before half time. Hopefully no suspension from that, because I think we were about to get one a couple of games ago to one of our centre backs. Not too sure which one. Might have even been Kakesi. We've got a 1 week gap after this too, so it's a nice break before Sydney. Don't have to worry about fitness too much. I think we've got through the majority of the season with those quick backups off the back of our Champions League. So that's nice for us here with this Jets team. As Cristobal does some nice work out left. Earns us a corner, which we still see. Thought the praise might have cancelled it out, but no. Vasic now looking for Cristobal, and Kakesi gets her on the end of it, but not on target, so it's still 2-0. Been a alright second half. Would be nice if we scored one more and could take a decent chunk of confidence into that Sydney game. Vasic, though, might be about to set one up. No, that ball to Talon not quite on the mark, so Rule could cut it out, albeit that ball's not great. Looking for Miller. And Swaby's in a bit of space here. And we'll make it free, right. Ask and I receive. 3-0. Maybe make some subs off the back of that. Let's give a run to Songer, actually. For Crutwell. We can do that. And who else might need some game time? It's Voisey, isn't it, for Swaby? So let's do that. So give a couple of youngsters some game time now. We've absolutely sewn this up. But yeah, they was trying to get forward a bit too soon there. And Vasic, a goal. And that's quite a nice first touch pass there to Charlotte Swaby. Just goes straight down the middle from where she was into that right-hand side of goal, past Ingman, and we make it 3-0 to start things off today before that big clash that we have against Sydney. So it's good, no need to time waste or anything late on here with the scoreline. Only 3 minutes of added time and happy days. we pick up a comfy win at home. So we'll stay 3 points clear on top. Big goal differential advantage over Sydney, so we'll still stay top. But if we can get 6 points clear of them, they're going to have to do a fair bit to go above us. Oh, very purple there. So I might just bring this down a touch. It's a bit high. There we go. I'm not sure that helped much. But yeah, that helps out the table out quite a bit. Keeps a good gap to over Western Sydney after their win over the Knicks. Because Western Sydney are not too bad this season. The only team that have beaten us. So, yeah. As that will mean she gets £750. That's fine. That's not that big a deal with the amount we're getting from other competitions this season. Good match, Charlotte. Goal and an assist. And now we probably want to put Talon back in for this next game. She was 75 minutes for that one, so she should be rearing to go next time out. And yes, Akita would be nice if we can get her on injury rehab and just fit enough if possible, but it might be a push. We might have to go here with that same midfield, but good start. Yes, Kakesi on a yellow, so thankfully we're okay for the big Sydney game, which is in 6 days. It's still enough of a gap for us there. So we'll put on that prediction. The Jets getting the job done, and now it's time for the big game of the stream, really, of the rest of the season. Though, if we win it, you'd think we'll be safely qualifying for Champions League again. If we don't, then it makes things very nervy in the run home. But that goal differential is enormously in our favour. So if it's oh no. So let's see what's happened here. Kylie's injured. How bad? We did get lucky one game last season with the opposition goalkeeper being injured. That is okay. General rehab for Kylie and she'll be fine. So that's okay. I was getting a little bit panicky there. The game was about to just throw some more spanners in the works. Okay, the reserves beat the Brizzy reserves. That's good. There's a lot of Talon Hennikas out there. Sydney have won. We've got one, and apparently the Royal Reserves have won. We will go back to positive for this game. And on the road as well. This is, yeah, big test for us here. So let's get a prediction going for this one. Give you plenty of time on it. For the top of the table clash. So keep an eye on Sakita if we can get her on actual rehab. But the Adelaide game is probably when she'll come back. Flanagan, yes, Sakita's still 5 to 12 days. It is coming down. Just not sure it's coming down enough. Okay, we also extended Christabel's contract. She actually got the demands down a bit. Her and I think Buchanan as well. So we're going to be able to keep most of our squad here for next season. Just a couple of positions where we're losing players, but we should be able to improve even more, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we win a Champions League this season, as well as hopefully retain the A-League, that's obviously going to bring up some debate about if we actually do stay here, I suppose. But because there wouldn't be much else to do. Even though it would only be 2 years here. I mean, that's not a bad player for an injury if it's a big one. But yeah, so Cristobal will get a new contract. Now, there are Sydney. Do I know about her? I don't. We'll definitely add her then. Now, that is 2 to 3 days. That's not worth an injection. General rehab, we can do some funky stuff here on the bench. Probably... Bosbell's a weird one. Do we put her on the bench or do we actually call it? I think we've got another right winger in our reserve team who's quite handy. Yeah, Denim is probably not worse option here. Just keep it somewhat similar balance. Unfortunately, Saketa just not quite even in rehab yet, so it's not gonna happen in time, I think, for this game. So yeah, very even game expected here. The odds ever so slightly in our favour. I think we've got a 2-1 record against Sydney so far. Lost the first one, got utterly FM'd, and I've bet them in the 2 games since and relatively comfortably as well. I think it was a 3-1 last season, a 3-0 earlier this season. So hopefully you can keep that going. How are you doing, Easy? Hope you're having a good day. You're coming at a good time. We're about to play Sydney, top of the table clash. Only a 3-point gap, and we've got a big goal differential advantage. So if we beat them here, it'd take a fair bit of stuff happening to, you know, for them to get past us. Don't let anyone get too close. They might get cut. Exactly, mate. Right, we'll sort scouting out later. Now, bypass the press. Oh, right, I see now, yes. I mean, you should have just started with the sheep joke, mate. Then I wouldn't know what you're talking about. But yeah. But I mean, had a cut on before Thursday's stream. But yeah, no, it's a bit shorter, isn't it? So do we want? I think I'll just leave that one, but we'll do the other one, which I think we told them to do that already. And get the praise going, keep the morale nice and high. Sydney's form just a touch worse than ours in recent history anyway. We've been on a bit more of a winning streak than they have coming into this one. So that's nice. But I think they have now won 2 in a row or something, so it's not awful form they're in. But just like us last stream, they had a bit of a rough patch. But theirs a bit more recent, so that might give them a few more doubts going to this game. But yeah, as long as we don't lose this, we're all right. Now Saketa is into rehab time. Probably not going to play her here still. Yep, so those 3 can get a game for the reserves. But yeah, this is a lot cooler now. It was much needed, the haircut with the New Zealand summer. Although, at the horse races today, my God, it was hot, sunburn deluxe. I put sunscreen on, and still, goodness me, it was harsh sun. So I'm going to have to load up on that tomorrow as well, I think. But here we go. Right, let's get a save in. Yes, an hour ago. Goodness me. Very well prepared today. But here we go. Top of the table clash. Away at Sydney, beat them here. And yeah, they're going to need some luck. Especially with us having Central Coast and Adelaide at home, which are hopefully nice fixtures to pick up more points in off the back of this before we have Western Sydney and Melbourne, who are teams who have actually taken points off us this season. But Talon can come back in at left wing. That's good. Just missing still Sakita and Voisey on the bench, which isn't that big a deal, let's be honest. So, in that midfield's the only real shuffle-up area. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, geez, I went to a funeral last year, and I fainted. The weather was so interchangeable. Just standing for too long in the heat, just goodness me. And then later on, when I came back to it, it started raining, so I was right to dress up with like the suit and whatnot, but should have taken the jacket off for a while, obviously. Yeah, pick up where you left off, mate. That might not have been the best team talk for this game, but I have faith. Sydney they've got a big ground for the women's game and quite a few fans. Fancy pantsy Sydney. Hopefully let's stomp on them here. As we are in our home uniform, so no changes even though we're away. Sydney are in the white. It almost looks like. They should be in the light blue, but they're not. It's an interesting choice here from Sydney and being the home team to act as though they're playing away. Maybe their home form's not great. That's weird. Anyway. Yeah, we're in the gold. Is what I'm getting at there. And we're on the ball, O'Donoghue. In the cam today, Crutwell. In Sawasti, O'Donoghue. Talon. First down in a little while. Picks out O'Donoghue. Oh, just a bit lazy on the ball there, but Christabel kind of helps us win that one back. Oh, nice ball over the top. Talon, Vasic. Not quite. That would have been a good start. Tell you what, Talon is thumping balls to people though. Like, just hammering them into people when she's on the ball, I've noticed, since coming back from injury. No gentle passes from her. It's all freaking thwack, bang, wallop. But even game so far, I shouldn't have said that because they've got a throw in inside the final third. Levy, oh, that's a horrific pass, right? Vasic finds Talon, who is in the space and has picked out Swaby against her former club. Oh, just square it, please. It had to be a goal, and thankfully it is. Thought she mucked around a little bit there, Swaby, but thankfully Vasic was still in a ton of space and makes it 1-0. And against the former club, she's got an assist. I thought she should have played it there before the jink in and out, but it's worked out okay. Not a bad option actually there from Vasic to go across the face of Varley, who was not expecting that, and we take a 1-0 lead in this top of the table clash. Just what we want. Hit them on the counter. Now can we make it 2 from a throw-in? 12 minutes shy of half-time. Christabel back to Kakesi. Crutwell. Buchanan, O'Donoghue. Here comes the run from Christabel. Gonna play it back here, I feel, to Talon, who goes in the box, squares it. It forced it in, Sawasti. Oh, that was close. Off the bar. Thought the goalkeeper might have got a touch on that, but no, she was well beaten. So that could have been 2. Not to be. But we've still got a lead here in a game that I think Sydney need to win more than we need to, need to worry about winning it. We'd probably take a draw here with the goal differential situation. That's not great though. Maybe I shouldn't be talking like that. The game's listening. Peterlik on the ball here for Sydney. Long range effort. I thought that might be somehow sneaking in. Thankfully it didn't. Ooh, hard of mouth for a minute there. Crutwell with a, what is that ball? I mean, she is a youngster, but goodness me. Oh boy, oh boy. Someone I can't pronounce is on it. Okay, Crutwell, that was horrific from you. And I've got back to 1-1. Might be missing Sakita in that moment. But yeah, Crutwell's cost us there, let's be honest. We'll encourage. Let's get into the sheds at 1-1. We can reevaluate. How's Insuesti on a worse rating than Crutwell after that? They've got a corner. Headed away, but not very well. Oh my lord. Alifia Levy, and I shouldn't have spoken about freaking having the lead, should I? Because they've made it 2-1 out of, well, one poor mistake from us. And this is just a wonder goal from Levy. That's a banger. Yeah, bad RNG. Yeah, that is what it is. So it's going to be 2-1 to Sydney at half-time, which would mean title race well and truly on. Our XG's good. The rest of the stats, I'd say, only okay. O'Donoghue and Insuesti are actually... See, it's weird that they've got those ratings, because I would have thought Crutwell had the worst performance in that half. Let's get De Oliveira in the cam. Kind of want to take off Crutwell, but I'll try De Oliveira in a cam and just see if that might change things. Address the team. Yeah, deserve to win this match. Let's go. Come on, ladies. Give me. Gotta win the regular season to get Champions League. Come on. Vasic up to Insuesti. We don't see the rest of that. And we are now on the attack, albeit the place this has started from doesn't fill me with hope that's going to be our highlight. But Talon Hinaka is on the ball. Lantieri, Bartley, Buchanan, Lantieri, Kakesi. Christabel's got space. De Oliveira, Talon, long range efforts off the bar, because of course we don't score those today. Swaby goes back to Lantieri. I feel like that was the chance though from that highlight. Crutwell finds a teammate this time. Handy. Swaby. Okay, we might still be on for a chance here. Gonna float this one. It's a corner. We're not gonna see it either, I have a feeling. We're not great from set pieces. No. So is Insuesti on the poor rating out there, which is just weird. Because I kind of want to take off Crutwell. I still might take off Crutwell here. And bring on Songer just for S&Gs. What else can we do here? Lantieri's going a bit averagely, but let's just see if that makes a difference. Insuesti back in the role that she's a bit more familiar with, although she's dropped down to a 6.3. Maybe that was the wrong call. Talon on a 6.5. Dropping down a bit heart-wise. Is coming back from injury, or I might make a weird change here. Vasic at left wing. Lookmeyer up top. We can't really do anything in midfield. I don't think De Oliveira can kind of do a job. We've got no other DMs, so we can't do anything. Lantieri Bartley isn't playing well though. Let's try Kennelly for her as well. And it's actually Flanagan having a poor game, as per usual, unfortunately, at the moment. Just going to try a different passing directness. And now we've got... Okay, hold on. There's something about to happen. As both our wingbacks are cooked, which might not be great. Yeah, Iaria, good player. Floats this one. No, it's not going to go out. We wanted that to go out. Especially if they're going to find space like this. Goodness me, Kylie, if you got beaten from that, I might have dropped you for next game. Alright, we've got a sub that we need to make here, don't we? Prickerson. And yeah, what are we going to do here? I think we'll have to go attacking. Demand more? Oh no. Why is it happening in this game? Oh, here we go. The Barcelona have come out of nowhere. Listen. I mean, what is that from Buchanan? I suppose it makes sense, but that's an interesting highlight to see. Okay, let's up the tempo and more expressive, and also higher D-line counter press. Come on, get this result. Oh, it's not going to happen, is it? Well, that makes the rest of the season interesting. We have lost to Sydney with 2 XG to 1, and we've lost 2-1. Both goalkeepers just having a bit of a stinker. Cheers for the follow. Tita no heal. For some reason my activity feed's not working, so that's great. Stream pretty cool. It's why I follow. Well, if you're a fan of yours. Super unlucky. Yeah, I know. I'll sort that out after stream. Tita no heal. But yeah, that's... Kylie has got to pick it up, eh? I'm sorry, but she is costing us points this season. Is Miss Flanagan. Yeah, so that makes it even, but we do still have that big goal differential. Like, yeah, the average rating isn't bad, but you compare it to last year and the clean sheets are not good. From 15 games compared to 10. But yeah, we're thankfully on top despite Sydney having won one more game because they've lost a lot more than we have. But that's not good from our goalkeeper there, according to the ratings anyway. So, arguably unlucky, but we're in a good spot there and just bottled it, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to check. How do you check that these days? Disappointing that, I mean, to be one poor pass from a player that won't be there for the next game because she'll drop down to the bench because Sakita will come back from injury, and the second goal was a worldie, which we nearly scored one, and it came off the post. It was just one of those days, I think. But Adelaide at home up next. Got a run here of home fixtures. As long as we do the job in these next two, we're okay. Western Sydney is a good team this year, and they are going to get into a bit of a spot where they could make the most of some slip-ups soon. But before then, we've got a youth intake. So let's have a look at that, seeing as the game doesn't stop for it these days. Yeah. So also, oh, we've got a transfer bid in for a player. Right. Anyway, what I want to do here is this. Get these players back to what they should be doing. which we had to change before that injury. Because Sakita hopefully is going to be fit for this game. And we'll get Crutwell on the bench instead of Songer, a bit better versatility. Right. Individual stats for the league. I thought I could find it somewhere else here. Performance, there we are. It's been very up and down this year, is what I will say about Kylie. 6.1, a couple of 7s, 6.5, 7.5. That run there was when we were out of form and she didn't really play that well. It's been up and down, I will say. But 6.78 average rating this season. She's probably actually been quite good our last 5 games, but it's very rocks and diamonds, it feels like, with her at the moment. But let's have a look at this youth intake. 2 elite prospects. Boomfa. Okay, so there's no one first team ready here. Let's be brutally honest. There's no Kylie from last year. But there are some very handy players. We'll probably sign quite a few of these. So the best one's probably Willow Gilbane, the striker that we heard about. And, yep, there's a fair bit there to like. Very handy. Right, let's approach to sign immediate. So let's just get rid of some of the stuff here that I don't want. Right, there we go. So she'll come in as a scholarship player. Beautiful. Willow Gilbane with that good potential. The other one with really good potential. There's actually a couple, but apparently who's the elite prospect. Alice Blacklit in midfield. Probably would want to almost become a cam, but could do the cam going back role for us. Good aggression. So it's weird that she's not a DM, but good potential. So we'll get her on board. Immediate. Goodness me, we're not silly here. And none of this stuff, just accept the contract, please. Thank you. Oh, sorry, little bug in here. Right, who else we got down here? An Englishman, Miriam Keegan. Oh, interesting timing with that last name. Good luck, Kev. But yeah, we'll get her on board. She wants a full-time contract, which is certainly something. I mean, we're going to bin off a lot of the stuff here for her. Shane that. Okay, right. She's on board. Keegan. Alexis Biasi's got really good potential. And a centre-back, yeah, we'll get you on board. Because I think we've got some that we want to get rid of, actually, at the end of the season. Because they look a bit average-ish. Scholarship deal, perfect. Doesn't count towards our salary cap. Not that it will for a long time with these players anyway. Robin Rennie from Scotland. We are doing work. Recruitment-wise, is she also Australian? No, just Scottish for some reason. So let's get rid of all the stuff. It's going to be... Okay, she was a bit more demanding, the Grumpy Scot, but that's okay. Olivia Blackham, again, good potential. And a striker with 16, finishing at 15. Might be, yeah, that will work. Good intake, quantity-wise. This one. And Sarah Hack, the cam. sure. It's immediate. Why is it default to the other one? Why have I bothered doing that? Shaun, just getting rid of all that stuff anyway. Scholarship, happy, cool. We go down further. There's even more here. I think they're quite handy. A la Couchman. Enough potential there to warrant signing, I think. Perfect. And who else here has got decent potential? There's these two here. So unfortunately, going to skip. Well, I think there was a New Zealander. There's a Lebanese goalkeeper, but we've got Cindy Montanez. 5 determination. Might risk you, you know. Might risk that one. And Golana Adamovic. 9 determination. I might leave those ones for now, you know. I might leave those ones for now. And yeah. But that's a good intake in terms of depth, I'd say. Make the most of that. Now, Tenerife want Cristobal, 7.5k. Just not now. Not now. That's a poor offer. But now I got to switch back on for the rest of the season here because we've lost to Sydney. It was not part of the plan. The draw, we would have been happy. Still would have been 3 points clear of them, but that's annoying. Thankfully, it's decided on goal differential. We've still got that well and truly in our favour. Still can't get coaches. I won't bang on about it quite so much today. But it is mental. And here come the youth players. Right, continue. So you were... I mean, you're a centre-back, aren't you? Let's be honest. Yes, we'll train you up as a centre-back then. Boom, far for you. Hack is the cam. So let's get you... I mean, yeah, shadow striker probably, just to keep it easy. Or second striker, sorry. They changed the name, didn't they? Now, Gilbane, clearly. Channel 4 for you. Blackham. Let's... Oh, geez, I saw who got injured as well. That might be brilliant timing for some of these people to come in. Blackham with that high finishing. Keegan is a... I think it's a fullback out there for us. Basic. Okay, how many days? I think we can probably get away with this. When's our next game? Sunday. Yep, we can do the club doctor. And injury rehab, please. No doubt a few more youth and take players will come through before this Adelaide game, but hopefully not too many more. Zaire Emery went to Ipswich. That's interesting. Right, so Kidder's back. Awesome. Rennie, you won't be a wing back here. You kind of will be, but a more normal one. Now Blacklit. Center mid view, please. Tar. And that's, and Couchman, who, I mean, centre back. Oh, okay, apparently you want to be no nonsense. We use one of those. Did we? I think we do actually in position. Yeah, we do for Kakesi, so we'll do that. Vasic, get you onto your rehab, which I couldn't do before for some reason. And we're good. So Adelaide coming up next, hopefully back on track at home here. Let's get a prediction going for this one. Okay, they're back in. Oh, that's bit that. When would she leave? Oh, the game knows. I mean, who'd actually want to come in? Oh, just a Welsh lad. How you doing, mate? Up to Sheffield United save online. Bet Leicester 9-1. Good grief, that's either really good or Leicester really bad. But I take it that you're really good. And can we even afford any of these people to replace her? That's the issue we've got if we do this deal. Don't know if it's going to be doable, this. How does she look, actually? She's not awful. 19. Okay, sorry, just doing my check here. So 192. Control position. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. They keep changing what my tactic name is here. It's quite weird, the style that they think we're playing. So let me just check this here. 40, 52. Not a lot between them, actually. When would be able to sign? Where was she? Was it that one? Was it? I think it was this one, wasn't it? When's the window actually open here? That is what I want to click on, and transfer window. Okay. Well, I hate how the rules don't really work when I want them to in terms of transfers. Calendar. It'd be like, yeah, April is when we could sign a replacement. Oh, sorry, just bug. When would I actually view the offer? Probably gonna reject it because of the timing. Oh, you want to do a save in the new FM save? Give me any team in England Prem. In the Prem, I mean Wolves is the obvious one. Try and sort the S out. Yeah, well, yeah, Wolves could be interesting, I'd say, this year. See if you can do, well, it wouldn't take much to do better than they're doing in real life, but still. Should be a good challenge if you're after one of those. But no worries, just a Welsh lad. But yeah, Tenerife coming after Christabel quite hard, given that she's just agreed to sign a new contract here. But hopefully get back on track here when we take on Adelaide. Looks like they've dropped back down to 6th. Then we've got Central Coast. Then we get 2 more tough games. Western Sydney, who beat us 4-3 early this season. And the Victory, who drew with us at home when we're in our poor run. So we've got a couple of tricky ones coming up. After this, we know about her. Now they must go attacking. Sure. Play through the press. Sure. Just leave the rest of it for now. It works pretty well. And now the backups. Who needs game time out of all these people? Pretty much all of them do. So let's give him 90. Also, Voisey on the bench for Denham is probably what we should be doing there. And get her back down to the reserves. Okay. Vasek is still not quite fully fit, which is a slight concern. Thought she would have recovered in time with the length of that injury, but maybe not. Geez, 10 million for Resties seems cheap, at least compared to last year's game. Anyway, quick say. Oh, actually, didn't need to do that, did I? Too late, clicked on it. Won't take long, and then we'll get into this Adelaide game and hopefully bounce back from that defeat to Sydney, which does now mean we joint with them on top of the table. But our goal differential is far superior, except they've actually won a game since we played them. They've beat Western Sydney. That was a team I was hoping might take points off them. Melbourne City up next is quite big for them as well. Their run home after that up until the Victory is quite kind, so I think we've got a tougher run home. But yeah, really didn't need to lose that game to them there. And the Victory aren't that far behind us either. It's actually not quite the 2-horse race I thought it might be, at least if we don't keep winning. So let's keep doing that, ladies. Yeah, better team we can put out for this game. Vasek is fit, so we can actually do our best 11 for the first time in quite a while here at Newcastle. Address the team. Make the most of home advantage. And let's go. Right, the Jets at home. Looking to go back on top of the A-League. We'll take on Adelaide with the 5 at the back. This is where we struggled against in the past. This season. Teams that go a little bit yucky with their formations. A bit afraid to lose. We're again wearing the gold, which we weren't great in away from home against Sydney, who for some reason wore their away shirt and it worked. Despite being a home game for them, this time it actually makes sense. Seeing as we're at the number 2 here in Newcastle. Hopefully don't play like we're number 2. But the start's not encouraging. Zoe will put one into the mixer. We hit it straight to Collins. Like, that could not have been any more perfectly at their player, that header, but thankfully it doesn't matter because it just went wide. Now Saketa finds Insawasti. Buchanan. Back to Swaby. Insawasti, that's not the pass, but that's a horrific clearance. We get away with that. Cristobal. Talon. Loops it in the back of the net. Okay, didn't think that was going in. But catches out a midget in goal, and we take a 1-0 lead. After nearly conceding down the other end, but Cristobal here will get the assist, but Talon Henniker with a very cheeky header. And yeah, Thornhill has jumped away from the ball. So it's 1-0 to us. So we'll take that. And for now, go back on top of the A-League. Okay, a yellow there to Cristobal. So we'll probably sub her off at the half. Given that. But we're 1-0 up. Which is the most important thing. Just need to pick up the results for the rest of the season and we'll be fine. Sydney, though, are going to be putting the pressure on us. It feels like with their run home. A couple of Melbourne teams, which we've also got, as well as Western Sydney, who have beaten us, so that's a concern. Okay, Vasic has picked up another orange injury here. We'll wait till half time. And hopefully it won't be too serious. But we are just struggling to put them away, which I suppose with 5 at the back isn't the biggest surprise. As we try and get going here, is Saketa just slow on the ball. Although thankfully we get this one back. Now Vasic, nice ball out there to Swaby. Got the assist for our only goal in the Sydney game, and we'll do the same here. I think that took a big deflection, but Insawasti makes it 2-0 just before half-time. Big goal that. Nearer than the previous game. Didn't get it this time. We do. Charlotte Swaby doing some good work for us at right wing, and Insawasti, yeah, it's a big block there from, who is that, McNamara. Yeah, WW, that's what we need. Need the W's right now. And tell you what, this could be handy before the half. O'Donoghue, Swaby. Oh, doesn't quite pick out Vasic, who we will definitely take off at the half, as well as Cristobal, who is now on the ball. Talon. Will she fizz one in here? Yes. O'Donoghue, 3-0. Right, good little burst here before the half. We're back. We are back at being our best. Just a shame that we didn't have this goal scoring touch against Sydney. But it is what it is. Going to mean the goal differential still well and truly in our favour. Unless we completely bowl this in the second half. But surely not. With a 3-0 lead before half time. And that will do it. So thankfully, Cristobal didn't get a red. We'll take her off of Prickerson. And we'll get Lookmeyer. Oh, yeah, Lookmeyer needs game time, actually. So we'll get out there. And, yeah. No need to change too much else. Doing brilliantly. Get the morale nice and high. And crack into the second half here in a game that we are pretty well in control of. Against a team who are inside the top 6. Or I should be saying top 6, because Australia. I'm not too sure how much longer they will be if they keep copping results like this. But 3-0 up by half time against the team playing 5 at the back. Definitely take that. Going super defensive. Yeah. Even in possession they're super negative. But they are on the ball here through Sidey. Although Prickerson with a block doesn't stop a lot there though. As they get the ball back. Bolomio. Something about a vulva or something. Big save there from Kylie. very rocks and diamonds and gold Kylie. Look, my on a yellow. We might just get her if I can find the thing. Yeah, ease off tackles. That's what we want to do. And while that was happening, how's she gone down to a red heart? I can't do anything about that, Prickerson. So, too bad. We might take Sakita off, though, for Crutwell and do a bit of a switcheroo there in midfield. And Buchanan's a little bit tired. Kennelly for her. And De Oliveira out left. Let's just take off the players who look a little bit tired that we actually have subs for. Verona, oh no. Okay, she's recovering. That's good because that was a little bit weird, that. But a solid win here. Just what we needed. After the 2-1 loss at Sydney. And we are going to hold on. And yeah, 3-0 didn't do much there in the second half at all. But all the damage done in the first. And a good win. A good solid win. Feels like we haven't put out a full 90-minute performance for a while. It's Perth and Central Coast go wild on each other. We've got Central Coast up next in the F1 Derby. But we do go back top. Thanks to the goal differential, which is nice. That's such a minor injury, but she is a bit injury prone. Which is a touch concerning. Talon Henniker back in form, which is good because she was pretty average against Sydney. But yeah, right, so we'll pay out there on that Adelaide game. Newcastle get the dub. And we've got Central Coast in a week's time before things get a little bit tougher again. Western Sydney and Melbourne before we get a decent gap, albeit we might be getting another gap after this game by the look of it. Just looking at the calendar there. Do we know about her? We don't. Might as well add to the shortlist then. 4-0 for the reserves. That's good to see. And Central Coast are not very good. So I think we can stay attacking for this game. Yes. Now, what is the fixture list actually? Just, well, so we've got a 2-week gap. And then a bigger one. Do we? I might just quickly get a friendly going for the year. Take on the Adam Rosebuds. And then while we're on the screen, we may as well do quite a few here because we're going to need to keep things ticking over in this gap as well. So 27th for the 21st. And that will keep us ticking along nicely. Let's play them. They're going to get more income. Okay. Schedule the friendlies note for that. Might just keep us a bit fresher than the other A-League teams are. Which could be important. Or a bit fitter, not fresher. Oh, jeepers, sorry. Need to stretch there. Check on that later. But yeah, right, we've got a prediction going for this one. Central Coast. So this is a game that we 100% should, not busy hiccups, should be winning. Because Central Coast are not very good. But it is a derby. But at home, surely a bit of fun here. I thought I extended her contract. Sakita. Yeah, 17 months is a while. That's why we haven't talked about her contract yet, because she's still here for a long time. Game. Okay, so let's go through this. Yeah, we're not doing that yet, game. Now, Christabel injured. Yeah, this would be classic. 3 to 8 days. Can we do that? But that's going to keep her out of this game probably. So, Prickerson and the Ferris wheel can go on the bench. So that's not too bad. Or have first team depth there. Alan Nasir is coming for my Andre of 58 million, 20%. Oh, yeah, definitely. 20% of next sale, not even the profit. You absolutely do that. Although I will say the Saudi clubs do release players on freeze quite often, so maybe keep an eye on that clause if you can sell the clause at some stage too. But yeah, that is good business, that, dare I say. Okay, so still on the proper injury. That's all right though. Now, so Western Sydney got Perth. I think Sydney had Sydney had the victory. That could be a big game. As Bartley gets injured, as does De Oliveira. Goodness me, it's not too serious, but it probably keeps her off the bench for this game. Now, what about Bartley? 2 weeks, we've got McKee, so that's also not horrific, but a couple of notable ones there. Yeah, De Oliveira 3 days. Who can do a job for us at left wing? It's probably the minute, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's the minute, isn't it? So we'll get her up to the first team. Just for this game. So losing a few before the derby. Maybe that week off's not going to come at an awful time for us, actually. Oh, he's paid too much. Oh, yeah. I mean, geez, you think Saudi would be able to afford him? But, okay, so that's a bummer. Right, Melbourne City have sacked their manager. I presume it's the women's team. Yeah, it must be. Because they are well and truly underperforming. What's that? They lost to the victory. I thought Sydney had played the victory. Who were they playing? City. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay. That's not. Yeah, they must have the victory last, which might not be bad for us, actually. But, yeah, City aren't great this year, despite supposed to be quite good. If I pay him 300k a week, go with 100%. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. I mean, you can do it. It just depends if you able to get it back. You can go over the wage budget without the game breaking too much. Just, yeah, it's probably better to try and stay under at a club like, depending on the club you're at, but if it's like Wolves, yeah, probably a good idea to try and keep that down. Right, someone's got a coaching license. That's cool. We're still studying for our Continental B. So if nothing else, this move here... Oh, another injury. The game doesn't want me to win this year, does it? Even though we're the favourites. It's one day, so we're fine there. Yeah, I think we'll get away with that. Also, De Oliveira... Oh, you know, she was already on rehab. So that's fine. And actually, that Crutwell one's not too bad with the game being tomorrow. Oh, Western Sydney have lost to Perth. That's an upset. Okay. That's quite handy before we play them, actually. A couple, unless they play in between now and then, because there's a couple of bye weeks, it seems. Now, technical advice. Yeah, we'll be fine for this one. Finances are okay. Enough. The youth intake hasn't helped us there with the wages. Now, Christabel, let's get you on rehab. Christabel, best defensive player. Oh, you tried Kessie. Oh yeah, he'd want a lot too, wouldn't he? Not a bad shirt though. If he was interested, that'd be a great sign for Wolves. Squad dynamics are good, so let's hopefully pick up another W here. While Sydney have their week off, it appears. Game's just been saved, so we don't need to do that. Cool, let's get into it. F1 Derby with McKee, Perkison in the team due to injuries. But we should be okay against a team like the Mariners. About to get sourced like the bottles at their ground. Form table, we'll try that for a team talk. And here we go. Right, so a couple of changes in defense, but hopefully going to be all right for this one. They are playing a diamond Central Coast, 4-4-2. But they are bottom. So, you know, not many excuses not to be winning this one. We're in the gold and blue. They are in the blue. And we are going to start off by just giving them the ball, because FM26 players are stupid. And a yellow card, hopefully it was for them. I think it was. It's a really wild start. Shea Chelsea, yeah, he's actually handy, isn't he? I remember having him in a previous save. Right, it's taken a wee while for the first shot in this game, which, given who we're playing, is a little bit wild, but we now have a set piece. which we take short. O'Donoghue loses the ball to Lloyd. Cuthbert hoofs it clear, but Nsawasti's back there to tidy things up. Buchanan out to Swaby. Probably our best player over the last couple of games we've played. Probably of the stream today. Vasic. There we go. She's a bit injury prone, but she knows how to score, which is important. And a 100th league goal of her career, I think, just popped up there. But Swaby with another assist just whips one into the mixer. And Vasic does really well to get to that. Not sure what their defenders are doing. And Rasmussen and Clement. I think I know why Rasmussen didn't challenge on that yellow card. Bit half-hearted. But that helps us. We take a 1-0 lead. And now we're back on the attack here in the F1 derby. O'Donoghue. Oh, lovely work from her, but then just gives them the ball. And it's going to be a decent chance here on the counter because we are not defending out wide. Buchanan's trying to get back. Does, but there's a lot of bodies inside here. And it's 1-1. Talia Yunus. Ugh. That's not... That's poor from us, that. Just not getting bodies back out wide. And, I don't know if they needed to do... Man, it's worked out well. I can't criticise the goal, can I? 1-1. Needless to say, this will be a blow. It's our right-hand side, that too, so it's not even the side that we were a bit weaker on for this one. With Perkison coming in, but no, it's Buchanan's side, which is not good from the captain. But surely going to score another in this game. Although Talent Hineker there, just giving the ball away. Pump deep. Okay, girls, decision making please. What are we doing here? What is FM? I need to know why we're hitting the ball straight to their players when we could just give it to our own. Because it makes no sense. Kylie comes out to get it, then goes back hiding. And we're losing to the worst team in the league. At home. Demar Moore. Justifiably. Kylie, 6.4. I feel like it's a little bit harsh, but yeah, she is maybe not as good as we think she is. Oh, especially when stuff like this happens. Kylie, my God, I know. Oh. But yeah, they've scored with both. If they make it 3-1, the title's gone. I'm going to say it now. O'Donoghue, diving header, not sure why. Angel in space. Offside there, surely. Surely. No, 3-1. What is happening here? I mean, was she onside? Either way, they've had 3 shots on target. Kylie's just useless, and they've made it free. I mean, that's pretty fair, it's harsh on her. But 3-1. May as well have a freaking stick figure in goal. Or a scarecrow. Need a goal before the half here. Swaby, the diamond is doing us here. Talon Hineker. In the mix. No, it's cleared away. Okay, diving here to make the most of that because that mattered us apparently. Perkison, Swaby, over the bar, girls. Berate. I feel like berating is well and truly justified off the back of that first half. 3-1 down. Kakesi, Buchanan, and Talon Hineker all stinking out the joint. Oh, we do some rubbish subs to be fair today, don't we? Yeah. Kennelly at right back, but otherwise I know what to do here. Show me. You're much better than what you're showing. You are legitimately throwing away the title against Central Coast. Which takes some doing when they're 11th and we are first. Might need to change tactic the way we're playing, actually. It's just been a bit up and down this year for a team that are quite hot favourites. As long as we do the Champions League, I suppose it doesn't matter too much, but we actually need to qualify for it next year, and if we don't win the regular season, we don't. So that's the big problem. Swaby. Nice from her, but it's shooting. How these other teams get so efficient with their chances and we're so wasteful with ours. Okay, Talon on the 6.3 needs to get in the C right now for a minute. Or we do Vasek. But it's probably as bad as each other, really. Swaby. Nah, we'll do a minute. Berate, what are we doing, ladies? Swaby went down injured. Awesome. Apparently is okay again, but not by a lot. Need a goal here. Swaby. In the mixer. Okay, we're going to get this back. In Swasty. Up to Swaby. Floats one in. It's a push. It's a penalty. It has to be. And we need this to go in. I've got no idea who's taking this. It probably should be Vasek being the striker. It's O'Donoghue. And we put it away. Right, we're back in this. Thank goodness. But we really need to win this. So we need 2 more, but we've got time. How are we losing to the Central Coast? Goodness me. But thankfully O'Donoghue, that's a nice pen. Sent burn the wrong way. And we make it 3-2 now. Is Swaby going to start recovering? Because otherwise we're going to have to use a sub on that. We'll encourage, even though I still think I want to berate them. Okay, I'm going to start pushing up a bit more here. And we might bring on Ferris for Cassie, who's having a stinker. Yeah, higher defensive line. Get in their face a bit more. Right, well, I think we have to take off here. Swaby, even though she's creating everything for us. And it's Lookmeyer or Crutwell with our final sub. Do I want to make any of those? I don't know if I do. I might just leave it. Higher tempo, more expressive. Counter press. Come on. Kylie stops one. It's a miracle. Out to Kennelly. O'Donoghue. Swaby, who's about to come off. Might be a mistake, but she was absolutely cooked. O'Donoghue. Sakeda. We're working the ball into the box. Well, we're supposed to be. Okay, come on. We need an equaliser at least here, ladies. I mean, this is probably... I won't get sacked because I only expect finals, but I should do. Because losing to Central Coast would be the most embarrassing result of my career. Voisey Yilden. O'Donoghue. Somehow it's a goal. I don't even think Vasek actually got a touch on there. I thought it was more an own goal off cuff, but 3-all. Which is like still a rubbish result. Oh, I headed it. Okay, that angle is actually quite handy. Fair play, FM. Yeah. Fortunate, that one. We'll encourage. We need a winner, though. Like, otherwise, it ain't good. And I don't know if we're going to get it, because we're not quite doing enough here. What an awful, awful result and performance that was. And yet again, Kylie. Might need to sign a new goalkeeper for next season. Because Kylie has let us down big time there. No excuse, ladies. That is absolutely atrocious. We're qualified for the finals. Yay. I don't care about the finals right now because we're actually going to get overtaken here by Sydney. I mean, they did just score 5 the game before, Central Coast. But that's not the result we wanted going into the Western Sydney game, who are actually a semi-decent team. Missing a couple of players there, but still, that's just not good enough for this team. I mean, the odds have changed, but still. Quite conservative, actually. Some of our players aren't even near the Dream 11 now, even though apparently 2 of them are the best in the league. That's a really bad result. Okay. Might not be qualifying for the Champions League here next season. Why are we so weird? We're just so up and down this season. Been a couple of more injuries than we had last year, but not. I mean, some of the teams have dropped points too. Goodness me. So we've got a week gap where Sydney are going to play the game they've got in hand, and they'll probably win that knowing them. Even though it's against City, who will be potentially with a new manager for that game. One of the pre-season favourites. But feels like Sydney are going to win the league this season. Some of these results we're copying in the last 2 streams. Even the reserves have got FM by them. Is there another universe where the 115 charges don't make a difference because Man City have spent big money on someone from PSG? Okay, and that's fine, right? Do I need to do what do I need to do with these players? Like, why is Kylie so bad? Goalkeeper, that's what we're doing with her. Like, I'm trying to... Actually, we're not, are we? But I don't think it's in possession either. It's really costing us. It's when she's not got the ball. Swaby is just as good as a winger as a wide forward. All these other players from last year, and we know that they do a good job in the positions that we signed them for. don't know why it's going so weird this season. Yeah, I don't get it. Might just try a DM there in Swasti. But yeah, I'm a bit confused as to why we've lost a couple of games. We're just not getting what we should be out of some of these games. The game, or the assistancy manager, who's our set piece coach, keeps trying to tell us to up the tempo. It doesn't make much difference when we do. I think if anything, we might need to lower it. Make our chances even better when we do get them. Another injury. Oh, she's just come back from one, isn't she? I'll get her on rehab, but I suppose it's a week without a game. But yeah, Sydney now with the advantage after the worst drop. That's probably the worst result of our entire career. That we didn't lose the game, but the team that we dropped points to are just not good. Even though they are scoring goals all of a sudden out of absolutely nowhere. 8 goals in 2 games. Thankfully, the defense is leaky as anything, but yeah. For whatever reason, we just cannot keep a good stretch of form together here in the back half of the season. Oh my god, not another injury. Oh, this game is trying to just make me off today. Alright, look, Maya goes in the first team. Actually, no, De Oliveira does, Shaun. Any excuse not to play Look Maya is a good one. So let's get you on channel forward. And Minute will come back up to sit on the bench. But man, Vasic is becoming a problem with those injuries. It's not what we needed before a couple of big games after this friendly we're going to play. Now, who needs game time here? We probably should actually play a bit of a reserve team for this one, but also kind of tempted to get some confidence into the first teamers, but I'm sure they'll come off the bench if they need to. Ferris is that side, okay. Where is she? Probably left back, I suppose. Okay, anyway. It'll be fine. And it's weird how some of these players aren't super familiar with where they're playing, despite having been here for 2 years with our system now. But let's get the training praised. Hopefully a bit of a morale boosting win coming up here. Well, it's got to be a win. In the friendly, and it's going to get us a bit better going to these next 2 games before another big gap and then the Champions League. If we don't do that this season, yeah, could be a big blown opportunity. Still can't get staff. No surprises there. Uh, 4-1, that's still not great to be honest, but we have got a result. Hopefully going to boost the morale a bit. Perth beat Brisbane. Some of those teams lower down are actually getting some results. I think Gloria bottom, so that is random. Now Sydney drew with City, so we are actually still top. So not as bad a result, but if we won it, that would be so much better. So we are getting lucky with how Sydney just match our results at the moment. And this is a good team, Western Sydney. Haitley, we tried to sign, but couldn't. Now Terry Bartley, let's get you into rehab. Kakesi for Ferris. And Swasti, obviously, as well as Swabi, right, and Talon. There we go, right. So hopefully, I mean, it's a good team on paper anyway. A bit of a short backup after this too, actually. Before that victory game. Sunday to a Friday. But yeah, big game this one. We lost these guys 4-3 early this season. It was on the road. Still, it wasn't a great performance. And given how we've been going of late, not sure if it's about to turn around. Yeah, Kylie, can I talk to you about your recent form? Thank you. Most of the others are okay. It's just the goalkeepers are copying the poor ratings here. We'll do a prediction because this is going to be quite an intriguing one, actually. I thought the last one was an absolute gimme, and we somehow found a way to not win that. So, oh wow. Okay, that's fine. We've got time to recover that. Now, how bad's Kylie? 6 to 7 weeks. You know what? That might not be the worst thing because she has been atrocious. So Kylie's gone. Balaginte comes in. We need to actually call up a reserve goalkeeper because that's a league rule. And let's go reports, which is going to mean, yeah, Ali will go to the team. And where is she? There she is. She goes on the bench for Kylie. So no Kylie. So we're going to see how this goes now, aren't we? one of the best players in the league, although she hasn't been playing anywhere near it, gone for this next couple of games we're going to play. The two games. It's not actually not the longest amount of time in terms of games played, but it is two quite big games. Western Sydney 4th and Melbourne Victory 3rd. Outside of what we had earlier, pretty crucial games. And oh my, okay, McKee, but if Lanteri's back, that's not as bad. It's not awful either with that amount of time. So Bartley, we probably want to try and get straight back in, given all things. Is Songa? Why not? She was legitimately registered. She played a couple of games ago. What is happening with this game today? The injuries, the results. Now we've got a bug. What has happened there? Anyway. Only going to be an issue if we cop a Crutwell injury, and then I will be fuming about that. We are the quite heavy favourites at home for this, which I'm not sure exactly how the way we're playing. It's very rocks and diamonds, but let's hopefully find a way to somehow get the job done here over the Wanderers. But they have beaten us so far this season, so I'm a little bit nervy about this one. But thankfully it's in our hands again with what happened with Sydney dropping points to Melbourne City. They do have some good players, Western Sydney, so yeah. Let's hopefully do a job here and try and take that momentum into a trip to the VUC. Because they are also getting themselves into the hunt all of a sudden, thanks to us in Sydney somehow trying to just out bottle each other. Right, what does the game want us to do here? No, we might do that, and yep, we'll do that as well. Otherwise, though, I think we'll be okay. The reserves, yeah, let's see who's... I mean, McKay's injured, so not her, but the rest of them can get a solid... We'll do 60 just to play things safe for a short backup coming up. A big game here. It's pretty simple. If we just win all our games from this point forward, we're the champs, but two tough ones coming up here before a break before the Champions League, actually. So we do want to take some decent confidence into that too, albeit a North Korean team. We should be okay. We should be okay there. We've had a save, so we're good. Right. Fitness test, Lantieri, 75 minutes. We can cope with that. Crutwell is fine. McKay is okay. Do we put the key on the bench? She can't cross like Kennelly, so that's probably the issue there. Handy having those wing backs who can also play centre back. But yeah, De Oliveira back up front, seeing as we've got an injury to Vasic, who, if we're not doing injury rehab, we should be, which is also the case for Miss Flanagan. Balagente comes in between the sticks. And yeah, I mean, we did have a line holding goalkeeper last season, so we might just try that here. Maybe that's what we did wrong when Kylie came in. Changed it from a role that was going okay with McCammy. But, right. We owe them. Revenge, girls. Expecting a good performance. Show me you're still the best team like you should be. Because I've got serious doubts right now about just how good you girls are. If the season preview was the same as last year, I'd be quite happy with this season. But, you know, we're supposed to actually be winning. At home to Western Sydney, hopefully we can do that here. Despite changes both up top and in between the sticks. We tried a different defensive role on Swasti just to try and help her out a little bit, maybe. Going back to positive. It's not great from us there. Trying to get on the attack. Bennett now. Up to Major, who is quite handy. We had her on trial here. Ball over the top. How are we not winning the race to that? Masinski. Swasti had the ball. Lost it. Thankfully the shot's over the bar because that would have irritated me no end. But it's been a quiet game so far. Only real chance to Western Sydney, but a thrown inside the final third. Talon Henniker back to Christabel. Thankfully found her. Saketa. Talon. Shot. And De Oliveira's put it home. And apparently was onside. Okay, I thought that was going to get blown up for sure. 1-0. Maybe we just went a too positive in that Central Coast game. I might just need to stay on positive from now instead of attacking games. Because I've had a couple of weird ones when we've gone attacking from the start. It pays off big time, or it backfires big time. But 1-0 early, that's what we want. Our first shot on target. De Oliveira just poaching like she is so good at. So thankfully we've got her in. Oh, shouldn't have said anything. Maybe we don't have her because she's just gone down. Buchanan. It's a goal. And amongst all this chaos, while De Oliveira is clutching at something, Ella Buchanan scored. Might have even taken a deflection here off De Oliveira. But Buchanan up to O'Donoghue. Back there. Apparently it's come off the defender. No worries, Michael. I'll sort it out after stream, dude. But thanks for the words. Oh, this is long. Oh, we don't want that. Let's go for... Well, we've got to do Luke Meyer. As painful as it is. Youth and take strikers might be about to get some game time in this team. Because we're getting just destroyed by injury up top. At potentially the worst time of the season. But if we can hold on to a 2-goal lead here, that does help out greatly. Because this was a big test for us. But there's still lots of time for Western Sydney to do something here, especially with Look Meyer now being on. So we're probably not scoring much more in this game, especially if we pass like that. And also, we've got Balagente in goal, which is a little bit interesting. As Haitley scores because, oh man, why are we so bad defensively? We were so good last year and we've changed so little. I mean, changed nothing. A good finish, but near post. Help from the bar because that's the main way teams score against us in games like this, it seems like. And there's a highlight from the restart. If we concede from this. Don't know if I can cope with that right now, but Talon Hineka on the attack. What is that pass? Okay, thankfully Christabel's got back. But we were in such a good position, and now it's well and truly game on here against the Wanderers. Saketa, please put this away if you're going to shoot. No, should have squared it. I know Lookmeyer's bad, girls, but if it's a tap-in, you can probably have a crack at that. And, oh, why are we giving them the ball? Thankfully, that highlight stopped. Okay. We'll still praise. But, yeah. We're just a bit irritating at the moment. And how we do get things done here at Newcastle. And I say get things done, that's a real stretch because we're not even doing that sometimes. Okay, that's actually going to work out pretty nicely for us here. Insawasti, O'Donoghue, Saketa. Okay, Talon. I think Christabel will end up getting this, she will. In there for Saketa, that's some save that from Carmichael, even though she probably had no idea about it, just well positioned. And now I've got a throw in. We can make it 3-1. That'll be really good. Sorry, just bumped the mic there too. And we do. Right, big goal there. 3-1. O'Donoghue just fizzes one in here. And thankfully, Saketa's just got a bit of a deflection on that. Carmichael still got a touch as well. But it beats them all. 3-1. Needed that just to ease the nerves a bit. So it's been a pretty good performance outside the Haitley goal, which it was a bit of a screamer, even if it did go in at the near post. And oh, that would have been some time for Kakesi to finally score from set piece. We are still not getting nearly as much as we should be out of her from set pieces. Hence why we don't play for them anymore. Now, if they keep doing that, that's going to work so well. They're giving us the ball inside their half. That's not a great pass, though. But yeah, we are able to just really get the ball in good spots here. Look, Maya, interesting option. That's nearly gone in for an own goal, but a corner kick. Swabia 6.3 is a bit of a weird one with how we've been going this half. And Kakesi, don't know why she can't score. She's very big compared to most women's players, but height-wise, but Savoy's at half-time, but otherwise, we've got to be pretty happy with that first half, I think. Address the team. Yeah, keep going, ladies. 2-goal lead. Surely you can't. Please don't. Find a way to ruin this for me. Okay, we're going to get the ball in a nice area to start things off here. Poor clearance from Western Sydney. Oh, I just didn't find O'Donoghue. Nice there from Lantiel Bartley. Or Lantieri Bartley. Lantiel, where did we get that from? Talon Hineka. Christabel. Probably going to look for Insawasti eventually here. Just depends when. Oh, no. No. And Mr. Cellophane with the raid as Christabel doesn't quite make it 3-1. But welcome in, people. 4-1 that should have been. Hope you're all doing well. We're just playing a rather big game here in our season because we are joint top of the league. And Western Sydney are 4th. But we're getting late-ish into our season here with the Newcastle Jets women looking to defend our title and in the regular season just qualify for the Champions League next year. Both us and Sydney are really trying to not win, dropping points just dumbly. But we've got the goal differential advantage. What on earth have I just seen there? South Island I am. Of New Zealand. You good? Just won 3rd, 2nd tier title with 3 different teams in our first full season with them. Nice. Oh, that. Our first choice goalkeeper got injured before this game. I feel like that's quite notable before conceding that goal, isn't it? But goodness me. 3-2 with Both shots on target they've scored from in a game that we've otherwise absolutely dominated. But if we hold on to this, we'll still stay top because our goal differential is really good compared to other teams. Welcome, we are doing a Journeyman save. This is our third club of the save. We went to a club and didn't manage a game with them in this league. So, yeah. But this is our second club. So we won the A-League with these girls last year. Oh, that was a good chance. Unfortunately, Luke Myers, absolute trash. But yeah, we're trying to go back to back. We're also still in the Champions League. We've got a quarterfinal coming up in 2 games' time. But there is a month-long gap after our next game, which is probably going to, be an issue. We'll see how much we get through today. But yeah, this is a pretty big game. First versus fourth. Look Maya. Oh my god, she's so bad. Our first two, she's our third choice striker, and our other 2 have got injured both before this game and during this game. Free kick though, we're definitely getting in the right area. Oh, you're a team presumptuous. You're right, man. You're right, but welcome in, people. Hope you're doing well. Right, and Swayste's taking her time. Can hit a decent free kick. Wouldn't mind if she just played it to Lantieri here, actually. But no, it takes on the shot. It was not really the corner to go for. We win a corner, but we don't see it. Now, our right wingers are... Yeah, we've brought on 2 subs, and they've both been awful here, so... That's not ideal. I mean, one more goal just to really put this one to bed would be nice. But we'll start time wasting. I'll give you a shout out shortly too. Mr. Cellophane, I'm a bit locked in right now for this game. Let's see, we'll do. I might even lower the tempo. Just I kind of want to see if we're better with our chances when we lower down on tempo. Got a free kick. We're going to get the ball back here. Okay, that's not that good an effort from us there, from that attack. We will time waste even more now. Be more disciplined. Don't think we need to do too much else actually at the moment. We'll praise for now. Only 2 minutes. As long as we don't end up beached as exactly, mate. Full time. We've held on. I mean, we held on there. If we did not win that game, then goodness me, I would have been ropeable. But we win. Get revenge there on Western Sydney. I'm going to have a little bit of a go at them for that. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid, Mr. Cellophane. Greatly appreciated. Hope, yeah, sounds like you're having a good time over there with your save as well, so it's good to hear. As he just makes sure he spells all that right. Boomfa, there we go. Right, so we are top Sydney have drawn with Perth. Big, because they're all the way down in 9th. We did draw the game before this to Central Coast, so we can't talk too much and laugh too much because we should really be on 42 points. But we are on our own up top. But our next game is away at the Melbourne Victory, who sit 3rd. Now, how bad is De Oliveira? Yes. So she's going to miss this next game, so we're going to have to start Luke Meyer, or we did get some strikers in our youth intake earlier today. So it's very tempting considering how bad Luke Meyer's been. Just won the league in March. Lovely work, Big Divine. Big dub. So let's just look at what we've got in the reserves, because we're going to need to call up a striker. I mean, it's Migliazza is there, who's okay, but I reckon we might have better ones now. We've got Gilbane, who's just come for a youth intake. Yeah, no, we've raided Mr. Cellophane a few times. He is a good lad. No, absolute legend. So I'm just debating here between Gilbane or Blackham, who star rating wise doesn't look as good, and probably overall attribute wise not as good, but geez, that finishing and first touch are nice. But I might give a crack here to Gilbane off the bench. We should probably stick with Lookmeyer as much as I really don't like her. So Gilbane for D Oliveira, and we'll switch it after that, I think. Blackham, not Beckham, wasn't it? Let's not get weird about it. Also, this is a semi-short backup. We might want to rest some players here. No, definitely not Beckham. We did get a Englishman come through the youth intake, last name Keegan, which I thought was poor timing from FM. But she was a handy looking player too at left back. But yeah, we've got this game, and then we've got quite a big gap. I'm not too sure if we'll actually get another game in after that. Because I do have to wrap up about 5:30. Also, I've got to start getting my dinner on, so I might just dip out quickly and put the chicken in the oven for my dinner. And I'll pop back shortly, guys. So just give me a second to sort that out, and I'll be back very shortly for this victory game. I'll get a prediction going, actually, if you want to try and earn some channel points, just so you can sort that out and vote on that while I'm sorting that out. So we'll get that going, and I'll be back very shortly. We'll just get processing, and yeah, be back in a second. We'll play this Melbourne game. Okay, let's get my spit guard, pop guard on properly, and we'll be right. So, sorry about that. Just before I'm going to try and sleep. Fair enough, Big Divine. Thanks for popping in, all you Raiders. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, we'll play this next game. I honestly don't know if we'll get much more done after that, so we might just play this next game, and I might call it a day anyway, because that month gap is going to be. And thank you for the follow. Cheer, bro. Yeah, thanks to the follow, Big Divine. But you'll play this victory game. See how we go after that, but I don't think we'll get to the quarterfinal either way, so we might call it there. And fair dinkum, exactly. Fair dinkum, cheer bro, all that sort of neck minute, all that one. Well, yeah, beach stairs. We already did beach stairs, didn't we? But yeah, thanks for the follow, man. Have a good sleep. Hopefully you can nod off. Just put me on in the background. It'll probably help you. But yeah, we'll do the Melbourne game. The Kiwi, the other one. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sex and that sort of stuff. So Melbourne are the favourites for this game, which I'm honestly not super surprised about. Have we got anyone who's no one's nearly coming back from injury? Hopefully we'll be back in time though for the that Champions League, which is going to be nice. Although that's a North Korean team, we should absolutely bolt past. You must be the only Scot that supports the All Blacks. Before I knew, really? There's a few. Yeah, maybe the only Scot. I know it's quite a thing in South Africa. There's a couple of regions where they really like the All Blacks over even the Springboks. But there are a couple of countries where the brand's done its job, for lack of a better term. Yeah, Kamati. They do a different one these days most of the time. Kapo Panga. Right. Oh, internet. Oh, have we got players missing on that as well? Oh boy. New one. Oh, you don't like the new one. Fair enough. Right, stopping crosses. Cool, we'll do that. Play through the press, sure. And we'll be right. Okay, still can't get coaches. You reckon it's politically correct? Oh, no. They still do the... I mean, they did do the slit throat thing with that, but then that got taken out. Well, they said that they got rid of it, but I'm not sure they actually did. Still happens occasionally. They go a bit higher with the thumb across the chest upwards. I identify as a lettuce cat, do I? What's a lettuce cat? Anyway, Melbourne victory. Big game. If we win this, we're back on track, I think. Depending on, especially if Sydney don't win. Because they're starting to drop a few points in a row too, which is quite nice for us. And at least keeps it down to a two-horse race if we beat the victory here, because the top two get a week off in the finals, which is quite nice as well. We'll just do a quick save and get stuck into this one. Yeah, hopefully, despite still injuries and goaling up front, we'll be okay. But we might get a magic moment with our youth and take striker here off the bench now. Oh my word, why are we playing during international break? So can I go back? Thank you. Okay, because one player has somehow become unregistered during the part of the season where I can't re-register them. So Coots comes up. Yeah, Coots is fine apparently. Cool. And then we'll go back to the tactics and get Crutwell in there instead of Coots because slightly better. Okay. I don't know how she became unregistered. That's classic that's actually now had an impact. Hopefully it means Melbourne might be a bit weak for this game though. Because they probably have a couple of Matildas. We don't. We've just got our Colombian international. I'm not hip enough to know about that, mate. Let's give 16. DM. That'll be fine for a DM. Number 16. Right. I don't think they're that weak, unfortunately. Despite this being an international break. The other... Oh, okay. Media. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's worked. Good old media. Give me something to work with in the team talk. Right. Attackers. Oh, jeez. No pressure, look, Maya. Lie. Big pressure on you, just quietly. But I won't tell you that to your face. But here we go. The victory. Apparently the form team in the entire comp, which is not surprising because both us and Sydney have blown like a 10-point gap over them during the course of the last stream and a bit. We are in the white singlet, it looks like from a distance. It's a very interesting uniform colour, our away one. A gold trim, but it kind of looks like we're semi-naked. Can I show tactics? I will shortly. This opening highlight hopefully won't be anything. At least hopefully not for them. Game. Don't do me already. What is this? What is Barcelona doing? Oh my! What on earth? Okay, frickin' Barcelona have shown up. Goodness me. What was that? It's the Australian Women's League. It's not frickin'... What on earth? Oh, you bet it's Benfica 12-3. Goodness me. Yeah, I'll show you now. Hold on. That's a horrific start. Goodness me. The media talk did not work. Here's our tactic. We've kind of used something similar to this at 2 clubs now, and it's worked quite well. So it's a 4-2-3-1 in possession. And our position 4-1-4-1. So it looks a bit weird like that. But we sort of do the roles based on the players we've got in our team for the most part. Instruction-wise, standard tempo, really short passing. Not quite fully wide. Counter-attacking. Set pieces I've been going between. We're not very good at them here, so we don't go with that. High press, but a standard defensive line. Just that little bit of extra defensive safety, he says after that. Oh, I don't know how to share. Okay, I think... Anyway, step up more, trigger the press quite often, and get stuck in defense. So that's what we do. You can save your tactic up there and share it like that sort of way. Now, there we go. Right. Let's get back into this game where we've just conceded from in the first freaking minute. Because victory things. The yucky vucky. Starting to get a bit more momentum going after that. Not that it's hard when legitimately they had the ball the entirety off the kickoff. There's now a concern that we've got Lukmire up top if we actually need to score goals here. Maybe I should put Sakira up top instead. We'll see. Anyway. Oh, Swaby. Swaby! There we go. Right, Charlotte Swaby. 1-1. We're back. She's really given the fist, isn't she? And the lots of... stop talking, Shaun. It's an interesting celebration. But our number 7 makes it 1-1. Just shy of the 15-minute mark. Can I show SS on SS? SS on Twitch. SS? Okay. Oh, screenshot. If you send it through, yeah. Hold on. There's the Discord. And you have Disc. Yeah, I've got a Discord. You can go in there and I might be able to find a way to bring it up. How are they not offside? Fledo? Mata, oh, thankfully. Wow. Okay, it's 1-1 still somehow. Oh, Talon, what's that touch? You're a football player, not an elephant. But goodness me, I think we're missing some first choice players at the moment. Although we got pretty lucky there. They should have made it 2-1. O'Donoghue gets the ball back and then just kicks it straight out. Well, encouraged because I suppose we didn't concede a goal. Now Sakita O'Donoghue, just keep the ball, ladies. Keep the ball. Kakesi. Then Terry Bartley Buchanan. Swaby, yeah, exactly. Good old Discord. Oh, Swaby. She's cooking today. Oh, but Sakita block. Not sure that was even on target, but... And we don't see the corner. FM26 tings. Oh, we've got a throw in, though. A good area. Let's hope we keep the ball from it. Talon. Back to Christabel. Crutwell. O'Donoghue. Oh, it's a fizzer. Yes, look, Maya's done something. Oh, it's a miracle. She is so bad, but she's scored. O'Donoghue to Talon, who's just speculative. Done pretty well to get it off the post, and somehow their goalkeeper's made an absolute hash of it, and we've got a 2-1 lead. Absolute scenes. This would be a result. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that. Fledor on the ball here for the Vuck. Oh, don't. Yes, Swaby, good work. Oh, I don't like that we're still seeing stuff here. I was hoping that might just be a real tease to try and make me worry there, but now I am actually worried. Although, Talon, Hinneka, oh, corner, good save. Why is Crutwell tired? Okay, we'll praise now. Okay, we're going to have a 2-1 lead at the half. Oh, could have actually made it 3-1 there, it looked like. Pretty good considering we conceded from the first minute. So we'll take that. Now, what's up with Crutwell? She's cooked. Oh, that's not great. So Coots will come on. And, yeah, let's get stuck into the second half here. We're winning. Let's not touch too much. Good, but can do better, we'll say. And let's go. Even a draw would not be horrific here with that goal differential over Sydney. We've got a couple of nice fixtures after the break. I suppose it does depend on how Champions League goes for us as well. Now, oh, I should have really taken Buchanan off on that yellow. Oh, okay, cool. I can put it up after this game and then I'll probably be disappearing because by the time we get for a month-long gap, it won't fit with him when I need to wrap up for today. I hope. Oh, come on. Come on, O'Donoghue! Big goal. 3-1. But we've got a month-long gap after this game, so this is probably going to be the last one of the stream today, and we'll come back on Wednesday. It's a complete fluke. Oh, man. I mean, we're top of the table. I think we're finally finding our form again. But, yeah, no stream tomorrow. I usually stream on Sundays, but local horse races are on tomorrow. So, it will be on Wednesday next stream in the afternoon my time, New Zealand. Now, while I left it a bit late, I'm going to take off Buchanan on that yellow because that just seems like a smart thing to do. Oh, yours. Okay. I mean, I'll have a look at it shortly. Get this. Yes, Christabel. Right. Oh, O'Donoghue, good turn. Talon Hinneka. Oh, Sakita. Oh, went away from goal. Oh, pen all day, ref. Yes, thank you. Right. No, I'm in the South Island, so I am well away from Waiheke. That's like that's near pretty much in Auckland Island. As Teller makes it 4-1. Where does this come from? I was so panicky after the first minute of this game. The Yucky Vucky are getting pumped. Things you'll have to see. No, I'm at the top of the South Island. I'm not sure. What are we famous for here? Abel Tasman National Park. It's probably the nearest cool thing. Yeah. Absolutely. Right, 4-1. This is big. Big result. Swabi being a blinder on a 9.3. Yeah, mostly. What else have we got here? We've got a peanut butter factory. Which is they tours. I've never done one actually. Should do that at some stage. Oh, you lived in Aussie. Oh, okay. That's unlucky. Oh, I thought we scored there because the sub thing came up, but no, just wide. I mean, it's not an awful place, but there are better places. I mean, I'll put it this way: I wouldn't want to be over there at the moment with the 40-something degree heat. That's a bit much. Like that and the spiders and snakes. Like, I think I'm on the right side of the ditch here. NZ didn't want you. Oh, I mean, usually we get all the. We usually get all the rejects from Australia, actually. But let's shuffle things up here. Can I even shuffle things up here? Kind of works. I should have made one more sub there, but we'll be fine. Fine, right, let me open Discord because I usually close it for stream. There's Talon on the ball. Up to minute. Are we going to make it 5? High five. That's Australian. Back in the day. Oh, Voyager Yilden. 5-1. Oh. Top stuff. Sorry, I've just seen that result. Holy hecker. Scots and Kiwis, yeah, I kind of feel like you got Scotland, you got New Zealand, you kind of got Canadians as well in a weird way. Like you got that big sort of weird brother next to you. But this is a heck of a statement from us in a game which I thought was going to be really dicey. We have pumped the victory away from home. We've put some pretty average players out there, honestly, and we've pumped them after conceding early. That is a huge result. Blown them away, girls. That's more like it. 5-1. We have currently 5 points clear of Sydney, but they've got a game in hand. It does mean that Melbourne, though, drop a fair chunk behind us, which is big for the rest of the season. It should knock them out of the race for top 2. De Bodster, it's been a little bit up and down, but we just picked up a huge win over the Victory, and before that, Western Sydney. We lost to Sydney earlier in the stream. But yeah, they've been able to drop points at times where we've actually needed them to. So this is what happened today, because we've got a month gap now, and I need to go in about 20 minutes, so we may as well just call it here, and I'll get forward to that Champions League quarterfinal to start next stream. We're playing a North Korean team. It should be no issue. Yeah, frickin' Sydney, exactly. But we beat Brisbane, lost to Sydney, bit unlucky. Kylie, 6.1. 3-0 over Adelaide. A 3-all draw with the bottom place Central Coast Mariners, Kylie, 6.1. Then Kylie got injured, so she hasn't played our last 2 games. We've picked up a 3-2 win over Western Sydney and a 5-1 win over Melbourne. So, yeah, but Kylie's been a little bit average, but she's out for 2 to 5 weeks with a groin strain, so she should be back for next stream when we get into the nitty-gritty Champions League stuff, as well as the rest of the season here. I'm just want to see quickly when Sydney are playing, though. Tomorrow we will go forward and just see what they do. But yeah, we're not playing for a month, so I'm going to wrap things up relatively soon. When did I actually go? Oh, jeez, who knows? Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. At what point does it become too late to say that? But no, Happy New Year all. Hope it's going to be a good one for us all. Right, I just want to see what Sydney do here. If they drop points, that's massive. We're not going to be able to tell they've switched over to Champions League a bit early. Right, and also... let me... Oh, the action that may have caused it, yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I mean... Kylie is a youngster, 16 years old, but who knows? Who knows? We won't judge. Oh, Colombia didn't go well. Right. Where are we? Yeah. I mean, you probably know she hasn't played since, yeah. Moving on. It's a video game. It's all right, geez. So what did Sydney do is what I'm waiting to hear back from. You blame the drink? Beer. Yeah, the drink can do stuff, can't it? I've got a history of that. Right, now, if I can save this... I mean, I'll put the tactic up shortly, but it just looks like a real basic 4-3-3, for lack of a better term. So I'm surprised you've done that. To a team off the back of the 4-3-3. I thought it was going to be some mad tactic. Right, I can sort that off to camera, Shaun. I think we signed anyone that we wanted to sign from that youth intake, though. The 2 with only 3.5-star potential. Whoops, sorry, hiccup. 2 with 3.5-star potential of not much determination. Oh, family in Brisbane too. Oh, okay. Yeah, better, but maybe I'll sign her. But anyway, that was our youth intake earlier too. Not as good as last year. But we were going to check out Sydney in the A-League. They must have won because they're only 2 points behind. City 1, Adelaide 1. Go back a day more. 2-1 over Central Coast. They actually beat the Central Coast. So yeah, we're on top spot. We've only got 3 more games in the A-League. So in a good spot. Melbourne City is going to be interesting because they've just sacked their previous manager, and then we're away for Adelaide and Canberra, who are teams that we probably should beat. But yeah, right. We'll just show you Take a share, don't change. Really, I'll try and bring it up because I don't. Where's a display capture? And Discord. Oh, actually, hold on. Window capture, Shaun. Don't be a weirdo. Discord. Okay. And if we do that. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Hold on. Just give me a second here, people. And then, boom, right, right, now we're here. Right. So there's your tactic. Oh, there's your tactic there. Yeah, it looks Doesn't, I was gonna say, I didn't think it looked that special, but the result you picked up, holy hecker. Like, oh, just you posted more since then, haven't you? But yeah, 12 free. Goodness me, that is a result. And yeah, absolutely bossing the Prem. Selhurt must still have Nancy in charge. Yeah. Invincible. Fair play. Because that does take some doing. But you know, you've got a blinder there, mate. So fair play. But honestly, looking at it, I can't see anything super obvious that works. Like that. Yeah, I can't see anything that would make it super OP. I do like the tactics that do have like the same on both sides, so I appreciate that. We're not quite doing that here. But right, well, I'm going to wrap up there today, people, because we've got a month-long gap. And I won't get through it before I need to wrap things up anyway. To be fair, it's only like 10 minutes till I usually wrap up stream, so I need to go. Yeah, we'll come back at the start on Wednesday, and I'll be getting up to that Champions League quarterfinal and play the rest of the regular season anyway. I'm not too sure how late that Champions League drags on if it carries over into the finals, seeing as it's our first year in the Asian Champions League. But yeah, going to be some big games. Hopefully can hold on and actually qualify for that again next year by topping the regular season league here in Australia and hopefully win that Champions League as well. But we are a little bit up and down at the moment, but we should have some players coming back. Kylie, Vasic, yeah, a few others, so that should help as well. But we'll do a raid. Oh, DeBodster, hold on. You know more about this game than me if I've been disappointing as a club manager. First season finished 4th for a team expected for promotion and resigned. In second season was brought into a team in the relegation zone 3-4 quarters into the season, but failed to keep them up at the and resigned again. But at the same time won the Asian Cup with Australia and made quarterfinals of World Cup. World Cup clubs care about my international success and get better job offers or focus on club. I'm not sure. I think it would be a balance, but they might question. Yeah, it'd be about 50-50, I'd say that. But I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, cheers for coming in, Big Divine. Yeah, so I'll be back on Wednesday. I usually stream on Sundays, but not tomorrow, people. So a reminder, if you usually come in for Sunday streams, not tomorrow, because I'm off to the horse races. But Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday usually. So I'll be back on Wednesday, Arvo, and we'll at least get through the rest of that regular season, maybe even squeeze into the finals as well. But we'll go raid someone. I'll find someone that we can go pop over to. I probably won't be super active. I need to go rescue my dinner. So let's just check who is live. So the Jing Draw is doing a new long-term save. Long stream apparently, and he's been live for 2.5 hours. Can't actually see who he's managing because his face cam's in not great place. But we'll go raid him. Go check him out. He's a decent dude. We've raided him. I think we've raided him before. But yeah, we'll go raid him. And don't look like a horse. No, but the horses are just like not far away from me at the moment. So it's only 2 days a year, so I'm going to make the most of it. Thankfully, yesterday went well enough. I can go back. But yeah, cheers for coming today, guys. Back on Wednesday, and we'll hopefully have success in both the Champions League and in the Ninja A-League. It's still a great comp name. I'll catch you guys then. Bye. And have a good start to your week as well. All that stuff.